rookie is the IGL. You got two freaks on SMG and one of the greatest ARs in the game, Dashy, aka Bruce, backing you up.
You'd argue it's like one of the best builds that we have in the league right now, considering all the talented players that fill the roles on this team, and they're still searching for that chip, right? And there's no better place than at COD Champs to take home that ring, and they look like they're prepped to do it after we saw them yesterday, especially coming off of the unfortunate major number 5. So Optic Texas, I think their biggest weakness right now might be in that search and destroy. So when it comes to Monster Energy pregame, Ghosty continue the masterclass versus New York. In this matchup, they do have the edge over the New York subliners, and play to prevent plants on hotel search and destroy. That's going to be map number 2 of this series, and New York look to plant 70% of the time. So deny that plant for the New York subliners, and maybe you'll steal the map number 2.
We got to talk, of course, about the opposition here for Optic. You're going up against a subliner squad that has looked pretty strong. Before we get deep here with New York, we got to throw it out. We got Lottie on the floor. What's going on, Lottie?
I, of course, am with the one and only Hex of Optic Gaming. Hex, congratulations, first of all. A very big win for the boys. First day of champs against Boston, 3-1. Pretty easy stuff for them. How was your feelings going into that match and afterwards, of course, getting that first win?
It may have looked easy, but obviously Boston is a really good team. So, I mean, I was really happy. Obviously, we're already farther than we were last time, further. So really excited for the boys, looking forward to this match. Subliners is a really, really good team, obviously, returning champions from the last one, so really looking forward to that.
A big bounce back for sure, especially from the last major. Now, obviously, we have the new addition, Karma, as the coach on the roster, and everybody is loving this addition. Talk to me about the process of getting him back on board, the coaching role, and what he brings to the team.
Well, I mean, Karma was the one that brought it up, right? And I like to do what's most organic for the organization. The players and the coaches and the creators are the ones that are going to lead the brand into wherever it is that we're going. So anytime they have something creative that they're passionate about, I want to pursue it. Anytime they have something competitive that they want to pursue, then that's what I do. And Karma obviously knows a little bit about something winning some of these, right? So that in-game expertise goes a long way. So I don't think. I mean, he's a very qualified person, so.
He certainly is indeed. Now, lastly, you mentioned it, New York Subliners up next, literally going on the main stage in seconds. Talk to me about the process and the boys going through this big matchup. Obviously, New York Subliners, a team to be feared, a team that needs to be won and be here now. How are Optic going to be tackling this one?
You know what? I don't know. I let the boys do what they got to do. I often stay away out of the practice rooms. I come and say hello, obviously, but I don't sit there and analyze. I mean, I have nothing to offer when it comes to that. Now, if they need help in the sniping department, then obviously I will be the one to tell them how to do the damn thing. But in all seriousness, I think that this is going to be a very exciting match. I'm very excited looking forward to it. So we'll do that.
I love to hear it. Thank you so much, Hex, for your time.
Thank you. Yay. Shout out Las Vegas, all you people out there wearing the Optic Gaming merch. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart.
We love it. We love the green wall. Back to you guys.
Much love to Hector there, a Hall of Famer in the esports world, always supporting his team, and Optic is ready to take this stage. So without further ado, let's get to the match, boys.
I'm so ready for this one, Chris. Las Vegas, it's the matchup of the day. Are you ready to get it started? Coming out first, Green Wall fans, get ready, because here comes your heroes. It's Optic Texas. We got who? Shotzi and Ghosty. I give to you, Optic Texas.
At times in the season, they have been an unstoppable force. They want to get the big prize. They want another world championship. We saw the rings on Hex's finger. That's what this team is looking for. And Ghosty, the new addition, he proved me wrong and so many other people. Can they get this victory against a major champion in front of this crowd? They look serious. They look ready to go. And the crowd wants to see them win.
Spécial Optic Gaming.
Yeah, the crowd is going.
Je suis tellement excité que le match commence.
Las Vegas, you can cheer a boo, but you're going to show some respect to the Major 5 champions. Here come the New York Subliners.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, Hydra. Give it up.
Donc ce soir, Optic joue contre New York Subliners. Très belle performance de New York hier contre les autres. Ils ont fait un reverse sweep.
You want, but they have 2 chips
Je pense qu'ils sont
on
chauds.
the year
Ils sont
already,
très
and they're
chauds.
looking to solidify the ring. Subliners coming off of a hot Major 5 win have continued where they left off. And I'm looking at Hydra, the SMG of the season, our #1 player in the game to really pull them through the green wall. I'm ready to get this last
Donc
match
le gagnant de
started,
cette
Laisse.
rencontre-là va jouer contre Ultra en Windows Final. C'est pas encore la grande finale, mais c'est un Windows Final, une première finale avant la grande finale. Ouais, ça c'est un grand match. Ça c'est vraiment un grand match. Je pense en termes de stats, les deux équipes sont très équilibrées. Hein. New York très équilibré, Optic très équilibré. Un petit problème avec Optic, c'est que bon, ceux-là ils sont souvent inconsistants. C'est ce qui fait un peu peur avec Optic. Ils ont des slow stats. Donc on espère que ce ne sera pas le gars ce soir. Parce que s'ils font un slow stat, je pense qu'ils auront du mal à rentrer dans la game à nouveau. Donc, je pense qu'ils vont directement rentrer dans la game pour espérer gagner le match.
Come out, walk away with this. They are absolutely one of, if not the favorite, to walk away with this. On the opposite side for Optic Texas, Jay, a lot to prove, right? You take a lot away from the win versus Boston, but you're going to take a whole lot more away if they can come away and take down our defending Major 5 champ.
100%. Optic Texas, we saw what they were capable of. Major 3
je suis vraiment excité.
Alors
les maps, hôtel, Ido Fortress. Bon, c'est rigolo, ça va pour le moment. Optic doit rentrer directement dans la game 1. Point stratégique, c'est parti.
Ladies and gentlemen, strap in. This is the match.
C'est parti pour la première game. Point stratégique. Optic Texas versus New York Subliners. Vraiment bonne chance à Optic. On espère qu'ils vont la gagner ce match-là. Ils vont la gagner ce match-là. Let's go les gars.
They got 6,000 fans in the arena behind them. The energy is insane, but here we go into the match #1. We know about P1. It's not about fighting for a majority of this time. It's all about those next set of kills so you can win the rotation. But with the subliners getting a clean 4 dead, 15 seconds off P1, all ready to start, you will take that.
Yeah, and we talked about it, right? When it comes down to the videos for Texas especially, right? You want to see them come out, look solid off the rip. Given that New York, Jay, they love themselves some hotels no matter what it is.
No matter what it is. They have like a 14-11 record. They played it a lot. They know what it's like to play this match.
Allez, merci pour le fight remporté. Merci Dashi. Bien joué les gars. Les gars sont rentrés dans la game là. Pour le moment ça va, ça va. Pour le moment ça va. Ils ont la rota. Non, ils ont perdu la rota. Attention le 7. Oh là 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 là. Ils ont perdu la rota. Ils ont perdu la rota. Le 7 a poussé dans le bac.
New York, they sniff him out, and right now they're in possession of the time.
And that's already good work out of the subliners because you're going up against Optic Texas, who are the #1 in rotation win percentage on Hotel.
Oh là là, les gars, je joue super bien.
With the early spawn, you're making the kills a lot easier, spawning Optic Texas all the way across the map. They have not been able to contest this P2. That's already 30 seconds down.
Bien joué, -2. Merci.
Everyone through spot side, they find 3.
Aïe, 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 -3.
It's now a one-on-one in the hill.
All right, P-Dog, he's come to play a massive 1v1 inside of the hard point, and it is going to be Kismet who takes it. So you're looking at that scoreboard, and you're already seeing a massive lead of Also, one thing to keep in mind, a few Optic players once more are out of the fight. So we're talking about New York walking away with time at the player hard point, and again, Jay,
New York est solide sur son game.
at the next one.
Sur sa stratégie, ils sont très solides. Ils jouent très bien.
Making sure they're controlling the spawns, putting more bodies off the rotation. Now starting off with this initial time, the only player towards the back end is going to be Ghosty. He's trying to wait for his teammates to apply the pressure through the front, but Sky reads it beautifully. Cannot find a turn and burn onto Hoof, but the contest is back and forth. Hydra takes down 2. Priesta and shots here trading, but New York come out on top.
Oh my goodness, it's an all-out brawl right now inside of the kitchen. Too many cooks, but right now it is New York that are the ones frying, nearly that 100-point
Faudrait qu'ils attaquent un peu les gars.
As here comes Optic once more, they desperately need to hop in, get some of these seconds.
What?
Is going on a tear.
Oh my God.
Again, come out on top in the trades as they will reach that century mark.
They are just trading so efficient right now. Everyone is in the right position to put themselves in those engagements, but New York
C'est ce que je disais là, si Optic rentre mal dans la game, c'est compliqué après. Là, il faudrait qu'ils prennent un full 60, sinon c'est pas bon. S'ils prennent pas ce full 60 là, ça sera très compliqué. Bien joué, bien joué, très bien joué. Non les gars, ne donnez pas des kills faciles. Mais si, moins 2.
But it's New York again, Jay, who are coming out on top. Last time when we saw Optic play this map, it was on Hotel. They saw dominance over at the kitchen. They saw dominance at this hard point. The script is flipped right now. New York are doing the exact same thing that Optic did to Boston yesterday.
Yeah, this is unbelievable the way that New York are so far coming out swinging in this map number 1.
Wow, très beau positionnement du 8 là. Oh là là. Optic a du mal à rentrer de la game encore comme d'habitude. Ils n'ont pas les rotas, ils n'ont pas les... Ils gagnent pas le fight. Oh là 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 là. Toi, New York a déjà la rotate. Ils sont déjà placés, c'est compliqué. On espère qu'ils vont faire une break. Il faudrait qu'ils break. Non, les gars, il faudrait qu'ils break. Nice. Bien joué, bien joué. Très beau du ghosting. Shot si en 7-14, ça sent très mauvais. Voilà. Moins 3, oh là là, c'est ce que je disais, il pète tout le fight. Allez les gars, c'est pas encore fini, hein. Franchement voilà, jouez, c'est pas encore fini, c'est pas encore terminé les gars. Oh là là. En fait, il se pointe trop de moins 2. Il se pointe trop de moins 2 trop facilement. C'est compliqué après. Oh là là. Ils doivent être vraiment clean sur cette route, sur ce point, sinon ça sera très compliqué après. Voilà, il n'y a aucune rotate. Les mecs vont prendre le point. Voilà, moins 2 encore, moins 3, oh là là. Ça risque d'être vraiment compliqué pour Petit, hein, sincèrement. Bonsoir, bienvenue à tous. Ce soir, soirée CDL, Optic versus New York. Optic est très dominé présentement, ça se voit. Il n'arrive pas à gagner le fight, il n'arrive pas à faire le rotate, c'est très compliqué. En fait, il ne faudrait pas qu'il se décourage. Si se décourage, c'est fini. Hein. Il doit pas se décourager. Sinon, c'est mort. Allez, les gars. Allez, John, joueur français. Yo Steve, bonsoir, bienvenue. Comme je l'ai dit, ce soir il n'y a pas de gameplay. Soirée spéciale CDL. Oh là là, moins 3 encore. Aïe aïe. Ça sent très mauvais pour Petit, sincèrement, ça sent très mauvais. Voilà. Il ne gagne aucun fight. Il ne gagne aucun fight, bien joué, moins 3 de ghosting. Très bien joué. Bien joué. Là il faudrait qu'il fasse la rotate rapidement, sinon c'est mort. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, bien joué. Allez les gars, vous êtes où? Moins 3, putain. Ouais, ça c'est le haut niveau, hein. Franchement ça n'a rien à voir avec nous. Ça n'a rien à voir avec nous les randoms là. Là c'est le très haut niveau, hein. Oh là là, 200. Ah, ça sent très compliqué. Très compliqué.
The subliners just continue to roll. Technically, they can
Lui, ce qui est très dangereux avec New York, là, c'est que ceux-là, c'est une très bonne équipe. C'est une très bonne équipe. En plus, ils sont très constants. Donc, en fait, si tu fais des erreurs, bah, ils te font payer sa cash, quoi, New York. Là. Donc, voilà, quoi. Optic fait des erreurs, voilà, ça paye, il paye. 225 à 120, c'est pas bon. Ils prennent toujours les points poubelles, c'est pas bon, ça.
One of the best hardpoint teams that we have in the game.
That was just some beautiful communication, like you said, though, because Hydra, when he
Voilà, ils
first
sont
joined
deux à la
the
route
CDL,
alors que les jeux de New York sont déjà
English
3, ils viennent à
fluently.
3.
He didn't know how to
Ça, c'est
communicate with his
compliqué.
teammates, but now he's directing them. Priesta, do not move, and that leads to great time over towards P2. But Optic
Voilà,
Texas,
ils se fait
they're
break
still
tout à
not
l'heure.
out
Voilà,
of this
moins
game.
1,
They're going
moins
towards
2,
the kitchen hill, which was the
moins 3,
money hill versus
moins 3,
ball.
voilà,
Okay,
c'est fini.
but it's just too easy
Voilà, moins
right now
4.
from the subliners
Voilà.
as they get a clean
Ah, ils vont la gagner, ils
only
vont la gagner,
15
c'est sûr.
seconds until they take map 1.
Yeah, if they're not rotating early, they're breaking the hard point. This is just
Ils vont la
looking to
gagner,
be
c'est
over
fini.
soon. 10 more points before we call it curtains. This has got to be one of the more dominant hard point
Voilà, moins
losses
4
for
encore,
Optic,
voilà.
unless they can find an answer.
En
But
première
it's
game remporté
another
par New York.
4 down, and how about the start here from New
Ouais,
York?
bien joué, très belle performance de New York. C'est trop clean, c'est trop clean. Il y a un mec qui remue sa tête, il est découragé. Aïe 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 aïe. La malédiction d'Optic recommence ce soir encore.
Optic are number 1. New York subliners are number 6.
1-0
Around the
pour New
middle
York.
of the pack. When you are winning every single rotation, setting up
Voilà,
properly,
bon,
winning those
c'est
first
ça, il faut
engagements
toujours
of those
manquer,
gunfights,
voilà, quoi.
you are forcing Optic Texas to play a little bit different. To
Optic,
start
ils
to
doivent
scatter
jamais
their pushes,
commencer en
start to
slow.
scatter
S'ils
their
commencent en
breaks,
slow,
try to
généralement,
figure
ils
out a
perdent
way
la
in.
game.
But every
Voilà,
single time
conséquence,
they
ils ont
started
commencé en
trading,
slow,
it
ils
was
ont perdu la
always
game.
subliners who came out on
Ils sont
top.
tous en négatif, shot 6,
250 to
15,
130 is the
29.
final score.
Sauf
I think
Dashi
the
qui est en
biggest thing that I'm
positif,
paying
voilà.
attention to, at least off this map number 1 for Optic Texas,
C'est
is the
compliqué.
SMGs.
De l'autre
Yeah, we
côté,
know when
ils sont tous en
Shotzi and Hoop
positif.
go crazy.
Voilà, quoi, c'est
Every
clean.
single time for this Optic roster, they usually find
Bon, c'est
success.
pas encore
A
fini, hein,
slow
sans
start
frappe
to that
ici.
map number
Première
1.
game, New York a remporté. On
New
va
York
jouer la
subliners
deuxième
just
game.
came players.
Yeah, I mean, I think
On va
it's
gérer
fair
les
to say,
destructions.
considering who
J'espère
you're
que
facing
Optic va
off
se
against,
réveiller, sinon
considering the
c'est
stage that we're on, the map that we're playing,
sinon
that
c'est
has got
mort.
to be one of the more impressive hard points we've seen on the entirety of the season. Just wonderful work all game long from New York, and as we called it, it just felt like every time New
J'aurais
York was
préféré qu'ils jouent
leading
peut-être
into the
sur
rotation, they were making them work for
le bagarre
1
Fortress
week,
parce
2
que
late
c'est une très bonne
spots. I mean,
map pour eux.
Optic was
Après, je sais pas
spawning
si c'était
in the
ban.
old hill time and time again, and it's kind of a collaboration of the two, it feels like, for the SMGs. Put in a different, rather in a difficult
Moins
spot
3,
just
moins
in
2,
general,
c'est
but
pas
also
des moins
just
2, des
not
moins
living up to
3.
the
Des moins 2,
slang,
des moins
considering how
3.
solid that New York was all across the board.
Yeah, the slaying is obviously not going to be there. You're not winning rotations. You're not finding success
put
on
in a
break.
position to
Yeah,
succeed,
it's just not easy to win those key
Moins 3 de
gunfights
freestyle.
in those crucial moments because you don't have the right spot to do it. But now with Optic Texas, find themselves down 0-1. I think the biggest thing that you need to focus on going into this map number 2, because we're still going to be on hotel.
Yeah.
Et puis
It's
quand ils
going to
prennent
be
les
a
points, c'est
battle
toujours les
because
points
Optic
poubelles.
Texas, they are great on the
Vraiment,
defensive side.
c'est
Second
compliqué,
overall
hein,
in the CDL,
Optic.
but they're going up against New York subliners who are second on the attacking side, and they love to get that bomb down. So that's something that you have to pay
Recherche des
attention to if you
discussions
are
hôtel.
Optic Texas, because you cannot
Ça, c'est
allow
la
the
map de New
subliners
York
to go
aussi.
up
Ils sont
2-0
très
in
bons
this
aussi
series.
ici.
No, absolutely not. We talk about both of these teams,
là là.
especially the son of New York, who has been so consistent across all of our modes. I
risque
think
d'être
they're
vraiment
what, at
compliqué,
least
mais
top
bon.
4
On y croit, on y
of
croit, on y
every
croit. On y
single
croit, on y
thing.
croit.
For Optic Texas, it hasn't exactly been that way, especially in
À
that
partir
game
de
number
Pongo
3
Fini,
that we
quoi.
will be guaranteed to see. But the big thing for Texas is obviously that you don't want to be down 0-2 with that control up next. A big thing, Jay, that I feel like is going to be going on right now is, in fact, the communication of coaches, giving words of wisdom, players going back and forth. I had the chance to chat with Shotzi ahead of the major, and he said, you know what? We could talk about a lot of things, major focuses for us, whether it's control, whether it's search and
faudrait
destroy.
qu'Optic se réveille,
This is the big
hein,
thing
ça,
for us.
c'est vraiment
It's
pas bon.
communication, specifically small
Optic se
talk, but
réveille pas,
just
c'est
in
pas bon
general,
du tout.
just remaining focused from game to game. You're going to need
Les
that right
publics
now.
sont
Yeah,
majoritairement
you
optiques.
need to let it go. You need to let
Non, le
that
fait
map
de les
one
voir
go.
perdre
I
là,
know
là,
that was
il
your
n'y a même
map
pas
to
de
choose.
hype dans le
You
public.
can't really win them all. You got to go into the search and destroy with a clear mind because the series is far from
Après,
over.
c'est ça, il faut avoir
You
le
have to
mental
be prepared for what
de
New
faire.
York
Sinon,
subliners are going to throw at you.
Quand
We
t'as
know
pas
how
une game comme
aggressive
ça, si t'as
Hydra
pas un
kids, they
mental de
love to
faire,
play through the middle of the map. Skies
fais des
with that
erreurs, des
sniper
erreurs,
in
des
hand
erreurs,
can
et puis
play
tu perds
a
la game
dividend factor
complètement.
in this SD because if you remember yesterday, at least for Optic Texas, the
Moi,
one
je pense
map
qu'il
that
doit
they
se
lost versus
réveiller,
Boston
sinon,
Breach was
voilà.
when Beans was
Mais c'est rien,
going
ils peuvent le faire, ils
absolutely
peuvent le faire.
insane with the sniper.
So the New York subliners, perfect game plan. You're already up 1-0. Just got to keep that momentum rolling.
Yeah, that's the scary part about New York is that you've got not just Skies who put up an unreal like 20 snipes in all of Major 5, but you've also got Hydra.
New York là cette année ils sont vraiment chauds, hein. Vraiment chauds.
But I'm sure he could too if he wanted. At the same time, though, we're talking about New York strength. Let's talk about Optic strength. Because I think it was during Major 5 where they looked unreal in Search and Destroy. What are Optic's strengths in Search and Destroy moving into game number 2 that the audience should be focused on?
I think it's just their teamwork aspect. Because you think that the way that Shotzi moves around the map, the way that Hoop moves around the map, they're probably looking like they're going to make a lot of individual plays. But it's always teamwork led by the young man, the rookie in Ghosty, setting up the plays, letting him know what he's seeing on the map so he can start to attack different angles. I just feel like when the SMGs win those key one-on-one gunfights, that's what starts it all off for Optic Texas. Because their game plan is always on point. The SMGs are going to go for the trades. The ARs are going to hold down the power positions. But when you're starting off with that first blood, that is everything. Because in 3v4 situations, you are 9th overall in the league. You can't be man down.
Yeah, absolutely not. You cannot afford to fall here if you are Optic in the early situations. Let's go and take a look at our Monster Energy pregame here for the New York subliners. We're talking about Skies, right? He was a guy who has struggled with a few of these losses versus Optic on the season. Obviously, he has a solid map one. You also, as we're talking about it, have to make Optic pay for giving you that hotel search destroy. Jay, they have been running wild since Major 5. You're looking at the record, you're looking at the first blood percentage, and then we'll also get to it. That Hydro HP also sits quite nicely for the New York.
And that's a scary one because if you are New York, you were able to beat Optic on their best hard point. Now you know, this series is guaranteed that map to come forward, where you have Hydra. You are the best team on that map. We saw them play versus Rocket yesterday. They only held them to 66 points. That was an absolute beatdown. So if you are the subliners, we know it's a 3 night stay at the hotel. They love themselves some hotel. So do Optic Texas. So it's just all about those mid-round adjustments that are going to come in throughout this game. Because both teams are stellar in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, that kind of reiterates back to the point that we were talking about earlier with Shotzi. When it comes into communication, that has to be on point. And it feels like we're looking at a number of different players.
Si Optic se met dans son mood, il gagne la game. C'est sûr. Mais en même temps, il faudrait qu'ils arrivent à se mettre dans le mood.
Hydra, who literally dropped a 1.8. The early battles, the first blood battles, especially between the SMGs, the snipers, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be wild to see how the early stages of these rounds and maybe even the first few rounds begin to play out. If you're Optic, you need to have some momentum. I believe we actually have a nice little comparison that we're going to take a look at, Jay. Two of some of the most unreal SMGs that we've got in the league.
This is perfect. This is like the perfect matchup that you want going into a Search and Destroy. I know Shotzi's KD isn't as good as Hydra's, but what he does on the map for this team, the ground he's able to cover, the information he's able to gain with his movement, he makes plays happen for Optic Texas. And on the opposite side for Hydra, he's just been doing it all. A little bit less better than Shotzi in that first round. But when he finds himself in that power position and two players are challenging him, best believe he's walking away with at least one.
And it's interesting too because that could be the biggest stat that maybe we take away on that scorecard. Is the first blood percentage. Shotzi does have the advantage in that category on the season.
Deuxième game, recherche et destruction.
If he and the boys can try and slow down Hydra a bit, but
allez Optic, on compte sur vous. On compte sur vous. Ouais, New York est très fort sur cette map en recherche et destruction. Donc voilà, on regarde, on va pas donner de pronostics, on regarde.
And that's the biggest thing that I'm focused on because for both of these teams, they are great when it comes to getting that first blood. When you start
let's go Optic, let's go les gars. Bonne chance.
Texas only have a 26% chance in the 3v4. New York subliners 32. But here we go into the map number 2. Subliners on the attack early. They're going back to all reliable.
En fait, les équipes CDL là, il y a toujours un mode dans lequel tu es fort. C'est-à-dire que on ne peut pas t'arrêter comme ça. Tu es trop fort dans ce mode là. Tout simplement, c'est ton mode quoi. Alors que New York, ils sont très forts sur cette map, sur ce mode là, en recherche de destruction. Donc c'est-à-dire que si tu prends pas la première game contre New York, après tu risques d'avoir des problèmes, parce que les recherches de destruction sont très forts.
Solid as you'd like. He could get traded, but thankfully he does have a teammate that could come to save the day. Kismet for one grabs the bomb, and Ghosty is not there for the trade. J 2v2.
Skies and Kismet versus Ghosty and Dashy.
Ouais, le 3 est très bien placé, il est placé top champ, c'est bon, ça va, il est champ. Le 3 est très bien placé. Mais le 6 là, il risque de lui faire quelque chose.
Dashi is in a great position to potentially take
Allez,
him down.
Dashi, check.
About to find out.
Check la bombe.
This Bruce peak.
Oh, mais non! Oh non! Qu'est-ce que tu as fait?
And now does the bomb go for the rotation? Dashi knows exactly what's going on, but he's not
Dashi, tu vois, tu le tues. Voilà, ce sont des petites erreurs qu'ils font comme ça et puis ils perdent tout le temps la game. C'est tout le temps comme ça. T'es seul, frérot. Challenge-le, tue-le simplement, tu veux quoi? Oh, c'est dommage.
Yeah, Kismet just made the play happen. We're talking about confidence, round number 1 in the search and destroy where you don't have dead silence. No hesitation on his push to take mid-map control.
Pas fait d'erreur comme ça,
When his
c'est
team
pas
goes
bon.
down 3v2, he makes the play happen, finds the trade on the hook, picks up the bomb, gets out with his life. And even when he's going for that bomb plane, he stays alive long enough for Skies to find the kill to fill the map, hit that rotation for New York to take the first. And now it's Optic Texas' turn on the attack. A whole lot of pressure in towards Diner, and Hydra, he might have just slipped on by.
Let's see what he can do. Oh, nearly turns onto a
bien
second,
joué,
but it's Optic who comes out on
D'ailleurs,
top.
c'est pas moins
And
de
the overall
bêtement comme ça,
trades
encore.
dust settles for a moment, but it's about to steam up again. Right into the kitchen we go. And will it be a duel that we save for another episode, or is it about to go down? Sky is not able to take it.
Faut plainte.
There from Shotzi, Priest that makes his presence felt. A bit of info onto the other, but a 1v2.
Oh,
not
vous
going to
perdez
be
trop le
easy as
temps.
that
Plainte.
bomb does go down.
Yeah, Ghost is just going to get it down. He knows that Priest is on the opposite
Là, il
side
risque
of
de
the
gagner
map.
sur M-2 là.
It's going to be about 10 to
Je suis
15
sûr qu'il
seconds
risque de
before he
gagner
even
ça.
gets on this side. Just want to play your life, forcing to check every single corner. Priest has no dead silence. He's just flying, trying to find these guys. He might have found a time.
What?
Okay.
C'est une blague.
If I'm Ghosty, I'm sweating it a little bit. Hide and seek champ. Priest not going to find him, at least for now. Time continues to tick, and he is not going to find a soul.
C'est une blague. Bien joué. Putain, le mec, il est passé juste à côté du gars. Il a mis des balles, ça n'a pas connecté. Ouais. Ghosty. Ça sont des signes pour dire que vous allez gagner. Donc, donnez-vous à 500%. C'est vraiment.
And you know at least one more player was over towards this B site. Shotzi plays it super patient. He's able to find Skies and locate the final player to secure the round. Got a little scary though. If Priest hits a couple bullets behind that door, makes it a 1v1, potentially a chance, but Ghosty gets it done for Optic Texas to tie it up.
Does Dade once again switch signs from offense to defense? Now it's New York again with the objective on their back. We talked about a number of different snipers for this New York side. It's going to be Skies with it, but it's all about the close quarter engagements. Hydra already inside a top bed, evens out the numbers, 3v3, over a minute still to work with. And it could be NYSL looking for a pivot with that bomb. They're relying heavily on Hydra's positioning.
Yeah, Hydra's positioning right now. It's going to allow them to earn a lot of information if they want to go for this bomb plan over towards A. Now he's working his way up to the middle of the map. Bomb still approaching towards the A site. He's just waiting. He's just waiting for his teammates to give him the info before he decides to go on the flank. Shotzi takes down Priesta, 3v2 with 35 seconds.
He's got the snipe out. He's ready to try to take down the beast. Up in the bedroom, and Shotzi, time continues to tick. Dead silence invested now from Skies. They got to get a move on. Is it going to be the Roto, or is it going to be remaining stationary at A? It's all going to come down to this pick. Can Shotzi once more go big for the team? They're making their way through Cat. It looks like they're going to get to BJ. They're going to get here in time.
Yeah, they should be able to get here in time. But Optic Texas.
Merci.
Exactly what's going on.
Bien joué. Merci. Bien joué, les gars. Bien joué, les gars.
Flying off the top catwalk to
Oh,
find the final kill.
Let's go, les
In
gars.
that situation, when Hydra finds himself in towards bedroom, it's still a 3v3.
Let's go, les gars. Bien joué.
Let's just try to get the bomb down. You know that the double doors towards bottom luggage are going to be closed. The only
Let's go,
opportunity
Optic.
is from top plat and top bedroom.
Yeah! Les crowds, les gars, réveillez-vous. Si vous réveillez, on va gagner. Allez, les gars.
Situations that you talked to me about. The reason why Hydra's been able to elevate his search destroy game is knowing when to go for those challenges, knowing after he's found that kill what to do in that moment. A tad aggressive, whether from him or the New York call, regardless of it, Optic will be glad to grab these last two rounds. We'll see if they can make it a third in a row
as Shotzi looks to get aggressive on that three spree. Information found, and it's 2 early picks here from New York.
At least Dashy, though, he's able to find one onto Kismet. Gets the trade, so now it's a 2v3. The ARs for Optic Texas. Trying to play. See what the subliners are going to do on their defense.
Ouais, les mecs, les enfants, hein.
One player towards A, one player towards B. Other guy watching the middle of the map. Stash is just using his tax to try to back down Skies, but time is starting to tick in. New York
Non, les gars, ne faites pas ça.
Oh, ghosting. Trying to peel Priest off that head. He ends up taking him down. Problem being is that reinforcements are lost. Subliners hunker down as they answer.
Yeah, that was just a quick round right there from New York. You apply the pressure over towards the A site. They find the initial 2 kills.
Ouais, les gars sont solides, hein. Les gars sont pas prêts, même New York, là.
Everyone was playing for the information. Priest takes down the first and then sets up his teammate to find the final. Such a bad
les gars sont pas prêts.
All tied up at 2.
We talk so often throughout this year of MW2. SD wins chips.
Ah, aujourd'hui, il commande pas trop, moi, il essaie de regarder la game aussi en même temps que vous, non? Parce que là, je suis tellement dans la game. Voilà, attaque groupée. A. Merci, Dashi. Merci, Dashi! This is the Dashi we want to see, bro.
Receiving a roar of applause. We'll see if he can make it a third.
Allez, les gars.
4v2 now.
Bien joué.
After Dashi puts on a clinic. Kismet and Priesta trying to make something happen, but the bomb's going to be down over towards that P4 double desk. So now it's on Kismet, slowly working his way up to the middle of the map. Ghosty's going to get
ouais, le mec sortait du run.
Now it's Priesta in the 1v4. He does take down
Hey, les gars. Merci.
Bien joué, les gars.
GG, les gars. GG, les gars.
Texas, take back in the league. Yeah, shit, we're talking about snipers for New York. New York's gonna be
Moins
prepared
1 de Dashi.
Pixel perfect. Takes the head off.
Moins 2 de Dashi, bro.
For Paco as well, without a
That was so good.
The reasoning for why Optic ends up clutching that round.
Allez, les gars.
It's no surprise. You know, at times we've seen Optic with a few different snipers on this team, but Jay, you know the talent that Dashi has with whatever weapon he's got in his hands.
Oh yeah, that guy does not miss. If he lines you up, puts you in the crossfire, he's most likely gonna hit the shot. At least Optic Texas now up by 1. Dashi currently on a 3 spree, just trying to force Skies to reposition himself, throw a couple wall bangs in towards top head. Like Optic Texas are trying to work towards the bomb plant, but they're just building a lot of noise on this side. The subliners, they're not rotating. They have that mid-map cross.
Dashi trying to be essentially the canary in the coal mine, but New York prepared for the rotation, prepared for the late.
Hey!
Shotzi!
Les gars, comment...
Optic!
Il a tué son pote,
They are
putain.
locked inside a restaurant. New York
Oh
already
là
for the push.
là.
Time continues to tick, and right now, here for Texas, you gotta come
Oh
up
là
with a
là.
strat. Are we gonna go for the rotation, or are we gonna have to go for the hit? Regardless, Kismet is ready. He's in his spot, elevates. Oh, and eventually gets dropped. 3v2, 20 seconds to work with.
Merci, Dashi. Merci. Allez, les gars.
4v2 is now a 1v2. Optic Texas, you have to get towards the site. You have to try to get this bomb down.
Priest knows he can go for the child because Hook has to be on the bomb. He'll get it planted, and he can escape with his life. Priest, the first look at it, what does he see? Spots the shot. Hook going for the chow, lasers him down. Hook trying to stay up, looking for information himself.
Non! Putain! Oh, c'était bien joué. Il devait remporter cette manche-là. Bien joué à New York aussi. Franchement, très belle performance de New York sur ce round-là. Oh là là. Oh là 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 là. Oh là là, le niveau est trop. Ça, putain, wesh. GG. Franchement, GG.
Traps Hook on towards the box.
GG.
And I know Priest, he usually does not have a good time in those gunfights.
À ce niveau de la compète à faire ça, franchement, c'est... Oh là là. Allez les gars. Ils font une attaque groupée en B. Ah, ils sont très forts dans ça. Hein. Ils sont très forts dans les attaques groupées. Attention les gars.
Optic have no clue that they've got Hydra already behind him. Kismet in the meantime finds one on the Ghosty.
Yeah, but Hook's just trying to find this timing. Shotzi does take down Kismet.
Allez.
But Hook in a crucial position to make something happen. Now position is going to be known. The rest of the subliners are going to try to solo him out, knowing that he has that TAC 56 in hand.
Messi.
He tries to go for the child, but Shotzi finds his second. And out the Texas
Allez, bats-toi. Le mec il a challenge.
He jumps over the nade.
Quoi?
Incredible work there for Caesar as now we continue to battle, but take a look at what the one arrow who is not in this fight. Skies, another gunfight, but it's Priesta on the other side of the map who's gonna get this objective down.
F1.
Another 1v1. It's Priesta again in a position to clutch.
Shotzi still has that silence. With the positioning.
Ouais. Non, New York est trop
He
solide.
knows that Shotzi is going to try to go for a route because that silence
New York
is
est
still
trop
here.
solide.
But the SMG in hand clutches up another 1v1.
Ah, New York joue trop bien,
Give
sincèrement.
New York back control
Bien
in
joué.
this search and destroy. I thought that round would be a lot easier though, because Hydra, when he flanks in towards kitchen, I think you just got to get the bomb there. You have to find this one guy in towards B, plant the bomb, and the round is going to be yours. But Shotzi was making kill after kill, could not find the final one though, as New York take back the lead.
Pas encore fini, les gars. Let's go.
My guy had a nade thrown at him. Just jumped over it, goes for the child, takes away a few inside a kitchen. Unreal plays across the board from New York. It's taken everything to walk away with a few of these. Priesta, Mr. Clutch so
Le 8,
far.
il va regarder le middle.
Giving New York our prior to as Optic look to answer again. Battles on Greenberg.
Allez, les gars.
As things come to a slow.
Allez, les gars. On y croit, les gars. On y croit, on y
Playing
croit.
from mid-map control. You see the SMGs, one's at couches, one's already pushed up in towards cat room. So they're just waiting for at least one of them to get some kind of information of how they are playing this defensive setup, because all of subliners basically took a lot of steps out of their base. Taking their sweet time. Optic Texas only with 40 seconds left, are looking like they're going to commit over towards B, so it's going to fall into the hands of Kismet. What can he get done?
Kismet has a few sound cues. He's known that Shotzi has been here. Able to win the fight. Dancing in the kitchen. Goes Ant-Man, and now it's Ghosty's turn to put in some work, get Priesta off the map. It feels like it's got to be the objective, but more than anything, you got to lock in that bomb.
Allez, les gars.
It's down, and you've got man count advantage. Can New York pull off the impossible again?
Messi.
Messi trying to limit him. Eventually falls again. It's Texas with
Messi. Bien joué, les gars. Très belle défense.
The all to do is time by no means on his side. Can the Frenchman do anything?
Messi.
No.
Bien joué. Allez, les gars. Putain, la pression est énorme. La maman de Dashi. Yeah. La pression est énorme à ce stade de la game là. C'est pas possible. La pression est énorme.
But man, this has been an S&D.
Allez les gars.
Talk about
Allez les gars.
Blow for blow the entirety of the time. Now it's subliners back on the attack with 3 players going over towards
Putain, attaque groupée direct.
We're jumping right into
Messi.
this.
Messi.
Finding an early double. Aware of the strategy that subliners love to implement. Oh,
Messi.
the quick plant has been foiled. And Skies.
Bien joué les gars. Bien joué.
A handful of HP. Thankfully resets, but boy does he have
Allez
a
les
lot of work to do.
gars.
1v4, no dead silence.
Messi.
Hook finds the final. And
Let's
that's a
go.
perfect blind counter right there out of Optic Texas. They said every single time
Let's
so far,
go.
the subliners have gone for the 2-2 split. A lot of mid-map control. They're gonna throw us a beat push,
Optic.
and it works out to
Yeah,
perfection.
nigga.
As Shotzi finds another first blood, Dashi with the second.
Faut autant tirer rentrer dans l'écran où le tire.
Perfect defensive setup to now put them at game point.
Now we see what
Allez, les gars.
strategy elects to be. Jumping into what could be the
Match
final
point pour
round
Optic.
of game number 2. Optic on the attack. Shotzi leading the way. Basically double negative in the hard point. Now taking over at 13 and 5. One away from the cruise missile, but we toss that aside.
Messi!
Instantly with
Bien joué, les gars.
quite a bit of noise made in the kitchen. Take a look at Ghosty.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Going for the wrap. In the meantime, Shotzi falls in couches. Now it is NYSL with numbers. 2 more players to go. Ghosty ends up finding another.
Allez, les gars.
2v2 now. Ghosty still has that dead silence. He's trying to cover around. He spots Priesta, puts down a couple shots, but he might right into Dashi. Dashi takes him down. It's all left up the skies.
Allez, les gars.
All on to Caesar. A 1v2 just to keep the game.
Allez, les gars.
Bomb down. What do you have cooked up for us, guys?
Allez, les gars.
Can you pull off something special? Dashi.
Allez, les gars.
Already weak. The Vegas crowd is feeling it. And right now for Dashi, Jay, he can just hang out.
Allez, les gars.
He has to make Skies have to go for the play.
You just play your life if you are Dash because Ghosty has the first check on towards the site. He's going to reposition towards bottom red room, but right now, Skies, he's just looking for Ghost. Only 15 seconds left.
Allez, bien joué, bien joué. Bien joué. Yeah, les gars. Bien joué. C'est ça qu'on fait, les gars.
A much needed regain.
1-1 Optic versus New York. Allez, les gars. Très bien, très belle game de recherche et de destruction. Franchement, très belle performance d'Optic. Il n'y a rien à dire. Clean. Allez, les gars. Yeah.
We got ourselves a series, buddy.
Yeah, franchement, je sais pas, je suis tellement en joie. Égalisation de Optic. 1-1, les gars. Dashi, Shotzi, 13, 11. Bien joué. Franchement, bien joué. Bien joué, les gars. Allez, les gars, on reste sur la performance. On reste, on maintient ce niveau-là. C'est bon, les gars. On maintient ce niveau-là, c'est bon, les gars. Allez, les gars. Ces Optic là, quand ils sont comme ça, là, franchement, ils sont inarrêtables, sincèrement. Ils sont inarrêtables. Mais bon, on regarde. Là, je pense qu'ils vont faire le break, la petite pause, et puis on va revenir pour la troisième game.
They got it done to tie the series up.
I mean, if we know about it, then obviously Optic Texas does too.
Yeah.
Like you said, you come into that attacking round, New York, looking for that aggressive
Non,
plan.
franchement, les deux
Optic
équipes sont
are
très
there to go for the
bonnes. Il
denial.
n'y a rien à
And
dire.
as we said, that's what's so important about this series.
En fait, tu
is we
regardes
took
et puis
a
tu es
look for a
content.
moment at the
C'est
maximum
dit,
of this
tout
upcoming
est...
one. Feels like this is
Tout est
going to be
travaillé à
the deciding
l'entraînement,
factor
comment
of
il faut
the
se
series.
placer,
You
comment
came
il faut
into this
roter.
saying that, hey, whoever
C'est
walks
trop
away
clean,
with this map
sincèrement, c'est
is
trop
going to
clean.
take it.
Il
You
n'y a
still
rien
feel
à
the same
dire.
way?
100%, man. Hotel control, 3-night stay. Whoever takes the final stay in the hotel wins the series, in my opinion.
All right, ladies and
Franchement,
gentlemen,
bien joué,
as we said,
bien
we've
joué.
got our series on our hands. It's
Yeah.
the last one here on day number 2 of Champs
Bien joué, les gars.
2023. Who will walk away with the swing ball between Optic and Subliners? We will find out right after this break.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Miles Ross, and I am here to put a
Donc là,
live
c'est la
text
pause.
test on skies of the New
Le
York
score
subline.
Optic contre New York.
You ever done this before?
Premier débriefing, c'est que bah, Optic a commencé très slow. Bon, on les connaît.
Reading
Hein.
a lot.
Quand ils ont des slow stats comme ça, c'est
how your skin's galvanizing.
un peu dommage parce que voilà, ils ont du mal à rentrer de la game et puis j'ai envie de dire, ils perdent un peu confiance en eux. Voilà.
It doesn't look like you're nervous.
Mais au moins, ils ont repris sur le recherche et
That's fine.
destruction, donc ça
Let's
va.
get this on the road.
Ça va.
Is your full name
J'espère qu'ils vont
Caesar
maintenir
Skies Bueno?
cette performance-là en contrôle.
Are you a
Et puis, ça
professional
sera bon.
pod player?
Je pense que si Optic joue comme ça, ce sera toujours
Are you
bon. Ce sera
about to
très
take a
bon.
polygraph test?
Donc on peut espérer, on peut encore espérer. Sincèrement, on peut espérer.
I asked,
Que Optic revienne dans le match. Mais
Have you
ils
ever
doivent
lied to
être,
your teammates about how much time
vraiment se
you
concentrer
spend
et puis
practicing
voilà, t'as
or
pensé à la
scrimming?
prochaine game, c'est-à-dire contrôle.
Have you ever played a
Pensez à la
single
prochaine
session of
game
COD
encore
for
et
more
puis
than 8
voilà quoi.
hours?
Yes.
C'est possible, c'est possible, c'est possible. On y croit, on y
16
croit.
hours.
Yes.
24 hours.
Yes.
Donc là, c'est la pause. Donc, on revient tout à l'heure.
Was that a lie? I was dead ass.
On va revenir tout de suite après la pause.
Have you ever blamed a loss on a teammate when it was actually your fault?
Oh, and it was actually my fault. Oh, no.
He's lying.
Dead ass?
Do you think Hydra is a better SMG than Pred?
Yes.
He's telling the truth. Do you think you could beat Kenny in a dance-off?
Yeah.
Oh, he's lying.
Wait, did I? Really?
Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking he's unstable on his feet.
He's lying.
No, this is broken because I'm dead ass not lying. I could smoke him. I'm just thinking about his front door porch where he was like trying to control his legs and he crippled on the floor. That's like the first thing I got. Damn, I'm lying on that? That's bullshit. What?
Maybe.
I'd smoke him. Where is he?
Did you live rent-free with your girlfriend and her family for 2 years?
Damn, how's the Yeah. I offered to pay, but they didn't let me.
You were telling the truth on that one.
Thank you,
But
thank you.
maybe you should have lied. Did you feel bad about eliminating Vegas Legion from Champs?
Yes and no, but yes. They're seeing them like, ugh.
I don't know, actually. You are lying.
I'm lying?
You are lying.
Them guys.
Yeah.
My bad, Clay. I with you.
Keep that shit together. What is more stressful? Playing on stage or taking this test?
Taking this test.
He's lying. Playing on stage is way harder than this.
No, I'm actually like nervous right now.
I know your body. I know. I can see it. Sender is your favorite member of the coaching staff. True or false?
I mean, I like them both. True. Oh wait, no, false.
I think he's lying.
I know you're lying.
You think I love you? I hate you.
Last question. Out of all the CDL casters, I'm your favorite.
No.
He's lying. He's lying. How you feeling about the test?
Feel good. I was honest. I was honest, Abe.
You were
I
pretty.
was nervous. I think it's the vibes, bro. Like this lamp. Why is it here? I think it was the lamp that got me. I felt like I was getting interrogated.
You were, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a good sport, and we really appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
That was the lie detector test, and he was Skies.
The truthful man.
That is all true.
Dude, look at this.
Yeah.
You're sweating.
Bro.
Jeez.
I'm shook.
Why are you so nervous?
I don't know.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was nervous more here than stage. But like, all right.
All right, let's do an outro.
Okay.
Well, I think the noise speaks for itself, but right now we are watching a main stage match, Optic versus New York Subliners. The turnout is wild. I didn't expect anything less from the Optic and New York fans here in Vegas.
Not at all for day two. We've got fans going all the way up towards the top of the venue right now. It's electric here. I know those that are at home are saying, woulda, coulda. I mean, come on. It's been unbelievable. It's going to be an electric final couple of days as well.
It's going to be absolutely insane, and it's only getting louder in here. This is day number 2 at Champs. Imagine what 3 and 4 are going to bring. I literally can't wait, Shift. It's going to be amazing.
Tune in. Don't miss out on it. We've got a lot of electricity still to come, even though today may take the cake, let's be honest.
There it is.
Thanks so much, guys. You guys have been killing it all weekend long. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to COD Champs 2023. Optic Texas currently taking on the New York Subliners. And Jay, we have ourselves a series, New York in game 1, Optic answer to get to the round 10 in the S&D. And now we fly in for another hotel, this time for some control.
And this is everything, in my opinion, whoever walks away with the dub at the end of this one. Because both of these squads love themselves some hotel control. We know going into the vetoes process, Optic Texas, they are not going to play LSE. They do not want to play New York on that map. And New York do not want to play Expo. So it was going to be a square up on the hotel where both of these teams find a lot of success on the attacking side. second for the
On va voir ce que les
Subliners,
deux équipes
fourth
vont
for Optic
proposer.
Texas.
En termes de stats,
So in my
New
opinion,
York
I think it all comes down to whoever
largement
walks
devant.
away with at least one defense.
Mais
One
bon, on sait
defense
qu'ici, c'est pas les
is
stats.
all that this is
Tu fais
going to
des
come down
erreurs, tu
to.
payes.
And it's
Voilà.
going to be the Subliners to start
Let's
it
go,
off.
Optic.
Optic
Bonne
Texas,
chance.
filling the
Pour cette
momentum,
troisième
filling
game.
the crowd after a great search and destroy win. Can they change it to this map 3?
Absolutely. As you said, most times we're looking at teams to walk away with attacks. This time it feels like,
-3.
given both of these teams' repertoire, it's all about who can walk away with the defenses. Currently, Optic in firm control over at that B zone, nearly a third of the way there, and they're also putting pressure on the top side of the map. Right now, it's Shotzi having a blast over at the A zone. New York in the back of their base, yet to really put a dent in this Optic attacking side.
They can't. They haven't even been able to find a kill as well.
Wait a second.
Shotzi wins the one-on-one over towards A.
Putain.
And 2 ticks about the 3 over towards B. New York had
Putain!
one-on-one. B's already out the way. Optic are finding all the kills at the right time. And Shotzi might have just done enough to get 2 segments by himself at the same point.
Putain, bien joué, bien joué! Bien joué d'Optic! Connecte-toi, connecte-toi, connecte-toi. Merci. À gauche. Bien joué, les gars! Il donne la joie, les gars! Bien joué! Optic Texas! Les gars, quand Optic est comme ça, on ne peut pas les arrêter. C'est pas possible. C'est pas possible. Allez, les gars. Go Optic. Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars.
To get over toward that other zone. Excellent job here in
Allez, les
round 1.
gars.
That was just flawless right there.
That was so fucking flawless,
nice
bro.
and early success on the attacking side.
Allez, les
Now
gars.
they're going back on the defense, and this time around, they're the team with trophy systems. So they're going to be prepared for the
Allez,
push.
les gars.
Stashy at least takes down one.
Merci.
His trophy takes him down, but there's Ghosty for the cleanup. They're trying to shut down this early pressure from the Subliners over towards B. The SMGs working flanks.
Looking for a few.
Lâchez son gars.
And it is a team nade. That is not going to be a lovely sight to see. And with that team
Bien joué.
nade, it ends up allowing for Hook to have the easiest kill to the middle side of the
Allez,
map.
les gars.
So back to the drawing board you go. Did get one segment over
Allez.
B, but now it's about where does New York elect to go now, Jay?
They have to make a decision because right now Optic Texas on the 2-2 split. They're finding all the kills at the right time, but
Ah, le timing de coach. Oh là là.
and unfortunately turns at the wrong
Tu
moment.
regardes là-bas
Now
jusqu'à au moment où tu
Subliners
enlèves ton viseur, ça le mec qui
all the
sort.
time. Get on
Non.
this 8-point first segment about to
Allez,
be
les
done,
gars.
but
Allez, les
Ghosty,
gars.
they find 2. They're still going to apply this pressure.
Aïe, aïe,
Oh
aïe.
my goodness, what a snap there
Très beau fight.
from Matthew Tinsley.
Merci.
Excellent work there out of Kismet.
Bien joué.
Needing that fight, not going to earn it. A current 2v1
Bats-toi, bats-toi,
on the
bats-toi,
point,
bats-toi,
and
bats-toi,
Dashi
bats-toi.
may have looked to wait for some reinforcements given those close spawns. It looks like this A zone is surely going to go
Aïe,
the
aïe,
way
aïe.
of the Subliners, and it will. An extra minute added onto the
là.
clock. And in the meantime, Jay, they also didn't give up all that much time.
Yeah, they didn't give up a lot.
Allez,
They
les
also
gars.
didn't give up a lot
Allez,
of
les
lives
gars.
as
Allez,
well
les
when
gars.
they find themselves
Bien
down
joué,
by
très
2,
bonne
but you
défense.
have to be able to take care of these players
Faudrait
coming
pas
off
que
spawn.
les mecs top chambre là meurent. Si l'un meurt, c'est mauvais.
Now all of New York are going to apply pressure through the middle of the map. Kismet invested that
Personne top chambre,
trying to
c'est
take
bon.
better control.
Aïe.
He does take down Shotzi, but your teammates are nowhere
C'est
near
bizarre.
the point. It's a lot of other
Merci.
players from Optic Texas you have to account for.
Le 1 il est très bien placé et franchement il doit même pas mourir même le 1. Si le 1 meurt c'est mort. Il sera la clé de cette game là.
Difficult, spawn them on the top side of the map, make them have to work through the opposite spawn. And right now, that is the trick they're looking to make. Kismet, another
Aïe,
crucial
aïe, ils ont
fight.
détecté le 1, ils ont
Close,
détecté le 1, ils ont
knows
détecté
of
le
the
1.
spawner that Ghosty
Ils ont
is
détecté
trying
le
to
1.
beat.
Aïe, 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 aïe,
Good
aïe,
work
aïe,
coming
aïe,
in from
aïe,
him.
aïe.
That's a 4 spree, and now it's a stack from the
Le 1
Subliners.
était
Shotzi's
spot.
going to be the only guy who can actually make a play through top head.
Merci.
And he might have found the time.
Merci Shotzi.
Down 2.
Bien joué.
The route man.
Merci.
Ghosty invests the cruise missile, so nothing gets out of hand.
Bien joué les gars.
Optic Texas take full control of the map once again. 2 players pushed out towards bedroom. Fortunately, Ghosty does lose that
Merci.
fight to Hydra. But Stashy's turn now to put down the beams through the middle of the map while his teammates are still holding strong over towards
Ah,
the
ils sont
bedroom
deux
side.
middle.
Few begin to fall. New York looking for the regroup. Again, right now, if you're Optic, just trying to cut away a few players in stride.
Allez les gars.
Have those
Pardon le
trades
2, le
favor
2,
you.
tu dois pas mourir.
It
Le
is
2,
2
tu dois pas
segments
mourir.
over at B, so one more to go, and we're at a tie
Le 2, tu dois
game.
pas mourir du tout. Si tu meurs, on est MPZ.
But it's Shotzi again. Such a fiend on the flank. Tagged
Ah.
up and bagged up. New York find their answer. They find their
Ah, les deux ne devaient pas mourir. Tu devais te calmer, Shotzi.
As you said, Jay, it was all about attacks, and that is absolutely been the story. 2 for 2 as we are level at 1.
Yeah, subliners, it wasn't as easy
Tu aurais dû jouer comme
as it was for Optic
Ghosty,
Texas
rester
in
dans
that
le
round
bac
number 1,
là-bas.
but you complete that 8-point. You're able to extend that time, and then Hydra goes in a nice little 5-3 towards the back end, catching players from Optic Texas all spawn, creating openings for his teammates to eventually get on the point.
Allez les gars,
And I
allez les
love
gars.
right there the play out of Skies, because he's the only guy that gets on towards B, but he puts himself on the backside of the block, so Shotzi's not able to find an angle unless he overextends. That leads to his teammates setting him up. New York able to tie it up at 1. Now it's Optic Texas. Can they have another attacking victory?
And it feels like for Skies at that moment, it's such a high-pressure moment, but as we saw in the content piece, my guy's been going through a lot this week, and at that lie detector test, and I'm sure matches like this maybe feel a little bit easier based on the nerves, but into this round 3 we go. Optic on the attacking side and having a little bit to deal with over at the restaurant. By no means to see that same level of success early on in the round, but given those close spawns, they're going to regroup and just try to get this one out of the way as fast as possible.
Bien, c'est Hydra là. Bien joué, moins 3. Bien joué.
Second segment is about to be in, and look how aggressive Shotzi is already on the map.
Allez les
Finds
gars.
himself through middle arch, but he is going to get spotted, so you just want to play your life before and allow your teammates to get into the play. But now time is extended, 2 minutes.
Allez les gars.
Try to work over
Putain, ils
towards
sont
this
3
B
top
point.
chambres.
Optic Texas is
Du
going
moins
to
2
approach the
maintenant.
flank angle because they don't have bedroom control. They get a couple kills off spawn. That's the best case scenario. Hook at least find 1, but 2 of his teammates drop at the same time.
Yeah, problem being,
Bien
what
joué.
I was going to say is that New York are aware of his position, but it may not matter. Hook looking to be a bit of a thorn in the side.
Seigneur,
Eventually
c'est dur, hein,
falls,
c'est
and now we
vraiment
take a look at the
difficile,
top
hein.
side of the screen. Minute 30 on the clock. You see Priesta
vraiment très,
now
très,
on
très
a
difficile,
5-3,
hein. Le 8, il est
one
toujours
more. He's
là.
got the cruise missile. Trying to build up the artillery right now.
Le 7 aussi va venir se mettre dans la danse. Oh là là.
22 to 18, a lot of games still to be
Vraiment très
played.
difficile. Là.
As
C'est
Optic
vraiment
look
très
to
difficile.
group up for once more another attacking play. All 4 players up as we begin with a pick from Ghosty.
And that's a big kill right there because now you have bedroom control. You're gonna have 1 player committed towards the flank. Unfortunately, can't win the fight, and that leads the subline is finding 3 at the right time. Last player is gonna be
Bien joué, Dashi.
He does take down 2, but he has to do more because the players on his side are nowhere near. Oh,
Wesh,
you have
le
to worry
mec là,
about
il
Kismet
défend
taking down
bien.
towards bottom bedroom. So 45 seconds left. New York
Joe,
still
tu
trying
fais
to hold
tout,
on.
il n'y a pas de faille. Moins 3!
Hook with the third. Kismet, last player up. What can he do? What can he accomplish?
Les gars,
As he
s'il vous
waits for
plaît.
the cavalry to arrive off a spawn, and they got the top
S'il
right
vous plaît.
side of the map. So it is going to be New York arriving at the perfect
Dashi,
time.
merci. Faut tuer le mec en bas chambre, c'est bon. Merci! Allez les gars.
Allez
les gars.
Allez,
allez. S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît.
20 seconds to go. New York just have to
Bien
hold
joué.
strong over towards the double desk. All of Optic Texas applying pressure through the front. Let's just fly on out. Who's gonna play his life? Time is now gonna be
Allez, les
paused.
gars.
They get on the point. 8 to 10 in lives
Allez
remaining.
les gars.
Trades are going back and
Allez
forth.
les gars.
Segment is in. Optic Texas trying to win it here.
Oh, Kismet, it's a fighting one to be.
Ouais.
He falls. And Kismet
Oh,
just
Seigneur.
made the play. It looks like
Les gars défendent, c'est pas
4 lives
possible.
left and 4 seconds left on the clock. The New York just clutch up.
Oh,
And
wesh.
looks like it. Oh my word.
Ouais, les gars défendent.
Just went God mode there at the end.
Oh là 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 là.
Optic's name written all over it, Jay.
You got to think when Optic get a
Oh
clean
la
three,
la.
they know that the last player has to be on a flank. They know it's Kismet still alive. But
Oh
once
la
Kismet is able to find
la.
at least 1 kill, that's all he needed to do. He
Oh la
stays
la, les
alive
gars.
and forces Optic Texas to start to try to locate where he is in towards bedroom. And by the time they're doing that,
Damn,
all the
much-
time they are
much
wasting
points.
the players from the subliners come off spawn and hold
Allez, les
strong
gars.
towards the double desk and secure the first
Allez,
defense
les
of
gars.
the map. They
On y
give up
croit, les
5
gars.
seconds, but who cares? You got the W. Subliners up 2-1, back on the attack.
On y croit, les
Reason
gars.
why we talk about New York, their success, how important this control is for them, Jay, is because of when they won control, it's led to success. 25-2 in series where they've won control. In series where they haven't, they're 2-15 So it feels like for the subliners, this one is essential. You need to get it done, and you prefer to not have to do it in 5 rounds. Jumping into another as Hydra looks to get going.
Allez les gars, ils vont spawner B, donc là.
As we continue to trade back and forth, right now it's Texas with a decently sized lead in terms of the lives. Skies jumps in.
Yeah, Skies is in. Unfortunately, the nade is going to bounce rack, hit him in the face, but just focus on taking down Hoop. Big team shots out of Kismet to eventually equalize him. Now the first segment is about to come in towards A. Shotzi has that dead silence. He's trying to go for the flank. Him and his teammates combining for a couple team shots to take down 2 and dashing with the 3rd. Last player here is going to be Hydra. Do they commit on trying to locate him? Only 30 seconds left. Optic Texas walk away right now. They will have another defense.
Time paused, but only for a moment. New York with 2 members on that B zone. Dashy, what he can do toward the back and Took. Ultimately from the front. Right now it's a 2v2 inside the point. Shotzi looking to make these fights be on his turn.
Ouais, Hydra il est agressif, lui. J'ai jamais vu ça. Il est trop agressif, ce joueur-là.
Some freedom to happen over toward the top side. One player from New York on A, the other over at B. Great work in the clutch moments for the subliners to stay alive, and they are building upon that advantage. That is 4 down, and that could be game right there.
This could be game. They have the stack over towards B, so if you are Optic Texas, you know you can't fight that side.
It's a race.
It's already a race. They have 3 players on that side of the map. There's only 1 player from New York on the point. It's going to be Priesta, but they're finding all the kills. Dashy finds 1. That's now 3 dead. It's all on Shotzi. He drops, and the subliners come out with the control.
Seigneur. Oh, c'est dur. Ouais, c'est dur, man.
All it takes is one team fight. Takes one situation.
Ouais, c'est dur.
One moment.
Wow.
And then round number 4 where New York had an answer.
Ouais, j'ai même pas les mots, mais
they get
tellement
the
c'est
clean
dur.
4 down. And you can tell, Jay, they knew exactly what to do in that moment. They were prepared for that success. Locking up B, transition to A, and from there it's all about the trades. Wonderful work from New York, and as we said, their success has come from control. Rarely, if ever at all, do they lose a series after winning and control in a series.
And in that final round, I thought the subliners, they were getting heavily outslayed. But when they extend that time, at least put a lot of pressure over towards B. And they also had 1 player over towards A. You're now forcing Optic Texas to come off spawn, put a lot of commitment towards that B point, and at least send 1 player towards A. So it's not going to be a 3v4. It's not going to be a man advantage with you on that side of the map. And that leads to Kismet finding Greed. Once he takes down all 3 players at the B point, he knows B's out the way. And at the same time, Priesta wins a 1-on-1 towards A. All of Optic Texas come off spawn because they drop at the same time. And that's what made it super easy for the subliners to hit the transition over towards the opposite side of the map and close this one out. But it was a back and forth game. Just the subliners a little bit more cleaner on their attacking side, and they were the team that at least clutched them on that one defense.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That defense was massive when you think about obviously what they were able to do and that closeout round. But I don't know about you, man, but it just feels like when we look at the respawns, right now New York are 2 for 2. They're hoping to make it 3 for 3 in this upcoming Hydro HP. But it just feels like for New York, it's not the Hydra show, right? It feels like it has been a collaborative effort for everybody. Hydra's had his moments, but we're talking about Kismet, we're talking about Priesta, what he's been able to do. Skies has been solid. This has been the team effort that you are looking for if you're a New York fan.
And this was the team effort that they were missing at Major 4 when they played Optic, because it was Skies who dropped like a 0.6. Priesta drops a 0.5, but the impact kills that they are making, the impact plays that they are making in this match and series is unbelievable. It's just full teamwork on full display right now from the subliners that is giving them the edge so far. And with them taking that control, you gotta think New York are put themselves in a position to walk away with this series, knowing the next map that's coming up.
You can see the fire coming out of everybody over on that stage for the boys in yellow. Kismet getting loud, Skies as well. Feels like the word for New York lately has been confidence. And right now they have got it. So many players on this team trying to make a statement here at Champs. You could go across the list. A prove-it year, basically for all 4 players on this roster. And right now, Jay, they are 1 map victory away from guaranteed top 3. Unreal story for them. But Hydro HP up next. What are you looking to see from the boys in green?
If you are Optic Texas, you just got to make the game a little bit chaotic for the subliners because they are basically number one in every single statistic. Number one in rotation, number two in breaks, number one in holds. So if map 1 told us anything, Optic Texas were the better team on that map in rotation, but couldn't win anything. So you have to, on a map like Hydro, hit those water routes. Put yourself in a position to make plays happen. And I'm definitely looking at the SMGs who had a slow start in that map, number 1. Shotzi answers back in that map, number 2. The guns are starting to get hot. I'm really focused on those water out battles between Hydra and Kismet because those guys love themselves some Hydra. They know exactly what they need to do in every single situation. Optic Texas just have to be prepared because I feel like every time we watch them on Hydra Hardpoint, it's always a photo finish. 250 to like 230, it always goes down to the end in Optic victory.
Absolutely, it's going to be a blast. We'll have to watch and wait to see what will happen here on this upcoming Hydra Hardpoint. A lot on the line here for Optic Texas fans. But ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done so already, make sure to check out Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. You can see that QR code. Pull your phone out, pull out the camera, snap it, and make sure to sign on up. I know the boys over on the mobile side are having a blast with it. Make sure to go ahead and do it if you've not done so already. But into this game 4 we go, Jay. We're talking about really multiple players for both sides of the equation. For New York, you've got Hydra, you've got Kismet, who love those water routes. But if there is one guy who I know loves them probably more than anybody else, it is Shotzi. Yeah. He has said, almost like a freak, he's like, yeah, I love Hydra Hardpoint. I don't care if anybody else does. This is my map.
J'espère qu'ils vont gagner cette
We're
game-là.
spinning quite a bit
Pour espérer aller en
of this
5e
game
game.
number 4. And that good old H2O.
Oh là là. En termes de stats encore, New York est très bon cette
Yeah,
game-là.
plus minus.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Oh
Like,
my.
every time New York played this map, they are absolutely slamming their opponents. Number 1 hold percentage, so it's basically impossible to find breaks if you are Optic Texas. So you just got to be the team there early. But Optic trying to rally back, trying to force the game 5. They're going to be on the preferred side going into that P2. Their main focus is not give up a lot of time off this P1. Hook starts it off with the first. It's a trade back and forth. But Optic Texas a step ahead right now. They just want to hold this setup.
Hydra will take the first of what will be many water rounds here on some good old Hydro. And at the same time, New York will also put their foot inside of the hard point for the opening few seconds. As you said, buddy, Optic with the more preferred side over at P2. So they will have that to hold on to. 20 seconds still to fight for. And right now for New York, it's about trying to battle out of your spawn, get past that 50-yard line.
And already Kismet's hitting that water route. He's going to find himself behind enemy lines towards that P2 HP. As the rest of the subliners apply the pressure through the front.
Comment il passe votre spawn comme ça? Comment?
Across the map. This is a crucial moment that the subliners are able to take full advantage of because of the route by Kismet.
Oh, but Shotzi,
Comment il passe votre spawn comme ça?
one round countered by another. Shotzi going to do whatever he can to stay alive, apply some pressure from the
Bien joué, Shotzi.
Great fights. And
Bien joué,
just
Shotzi.
like that, Optic have broken over P2.
Allez les gars.
Beautiful break from Optic Texas.
On se concentre, on joue notre game, on joue notre game, voilà quoi, tranquille.
New York all the way across the map, and now Ghosty, Mr. Communication, is letting them know they're all crossing through P1 side. We're gonna be prepared for the gunfights. Shotzi already 5-0, cannot earn himself the cruise missile, but with 30 seconds left, you will take this time if you are Optic Texas.
Bien joué. Bien joué, bien joué. Hook de Nook. Bien joué, bro. Ah, moins 3 aussi de Kismet.
Take a look already at the rotation. This is massive already. New York walking away with the scrap time, but it's Ghosty in the back. Wins that one on to Skies, and already Optic have got numbers.
Bien joué.
Dashi puts
Non,
his
très bon
first
positionnement,
kill
Dashi,
on
il
the
bloque les
board,
spawns.
and we prepare for new, and it's Optic again on the more favorable spot.
Mais ici, il va les faire spawner P1, voilà, c'est ce qu'on veut.
Not allow any subliners players to spawn behind enemy lines. So far, New York are just going to apply the pressure through the front end. Shotzi knows exactly where they're coming from, but he cannot take down Kismet. You also have a route coming in from Skies, pitches from every single angle. The subliners get the break, and now it's going to lead to some much-needed time.
My goodness, man. Just feels like at Hydra, we're so often talking about rotations, how important those are, and so far, early on in this game, it is about the breaks. It's been about the routes. Another break potentially here for Optic. Shotzi elevates, jumps on forward, gets the assistance, and now it's Ghosty putting that Vaznev to good use.
Bien joué les gars, bien joué, bien joué, bien joué, bien joué. Bien joué les gars. Allez les gars.
Cannot be slowed down until Priesta
On reste solide sur notre stratégie,
But it's
tranquille.
Optic Texas winning a rotation. Just got to pay attention to those water routes. Don't allow these SMGs to try to make something happen. Shotzi wins that one-on-one versus Priesta, but Optic Texas fully set up. Hoop is ready for every engagement from every angle.
Yeah, right now for Optic Texas, you're set up quite well. You're ready for every angle, but is it going to matter? First 2 kills coming in from the subliners. Let's see how the remainder here of Optic Texas can lock it down. Dashing solid as you'd like. Slow start to the game, but he eventually falls. And really, he is the pillar in the backside of the map. He gets taken down, and how about another break here from the subliners?
That's just beautifully played right there from New York. They send multiple players up through P2. They still apply the pressure through the front end, but they clutch up in those fights and spawn Optic Texas across the map. They're not going to be able to take the lead. They're going to keep the game close. Only 10 seconds left on P4. You're not going to force Optic Texas to set up properly towards the
Là, je ne peux même pas commenter tellement je suis concentré dans la game. Je suis tellement concentré, je ne veux pas qu'on... Wow, je crois que c'est ce spot là, je connaissais même pas ce spot là, sincèrement.
You just never really know when it comes down to Hydro. And sometimes the players don't either, but chaos begins to ensue. Right into the turbine we go, and it's early trades back and forth. New York for the moment coming out on top, as you said. Feels like at the first set of rotations, I mean, well, rotos are fine, but it's been about the breaks. New York doing a great job from the front as now they maintain the time. Lead change about to be inbound, and Sky's right there guaranteed.
They were able to flip those spawns as well, so now Optic Texas spawning over towards P1. New York do a great job of finding the kills to flip it right on back because they know we have to get top going into the next 2 hills. Subliners take the lead for now. Optic Texas spawning behind enemy lines. Sky's currently on a 5 streak, can potentially earn himself a cruise missile. But New York currently up by 20 points. If they can walk away with this remaining junk time, this is exactly how you want to go into the next set of hard points.
And at the same time as well, you're also going to have Skies who just earned the cruise missile, finishes his food. They're on to Shotzi. He thought he had another one in store. But as we said for New York, you can be happy with that, Jay. As we said, they've got that right side of the map continuing to put themselves in the more favorable side. And now with those 2 kills, they can begin to re-engage back into P1.
Yeah, because you know you don't want to give them a lot of time. At this P1 hard point, let's just pull out the knife. Kismet is making plays happen. Fortunately, can't find the kill onto Dash. He tries to set up Hydra. He can't find anything either. So with only 30 seconds left, Optic have the bodies. They just have to apply the pressure with this next set of fights, spawn the subliners behind them so they can have a lot of success again at that P2. And Ghosty and Dashy might have just done enough to spawn New York out.
Looks like they're still going to hold on to it for the moment. 13 seconds left at P1. NYSL have done what they need to. They had to give away the lead, but it's going to be a worthy transaction in the end to put yourself on the more favorable side for what is a money hill on this map. Hydra looking to hit a few routes as Texas begin their first brigade, begin their first look, their foot push at it, pistol out. Nearly finds a second. Hydra does the job that it needs to, but Optic are right on the edge. I'm trying to go for the break. That's going to be 2 players already found.
Shotzi's making plays, man. He was able to hit a water route. He's able to find 3 as well. And now the subliner spawning across the map. Unfortunately, does not read the spawn for Hydra, and Hydra makes them pay. He finds 2 to lead to the break for the subliners. Unfortunate team name coming in from who? And now the subliners have the ability to take the lead right on back. But if you're paying attention to your mini-map, Skies is a step ahead. He's already at the next hill.
Wonderful work from New York, taking advantage of the opportunities that they have been provided with. 15 seconds still to fight for it right now. With how close of a game that it is, you will walk away with every second that you can. Big battle in the bag. Is Shotzi ready? Big win. He'll grab it. 4 go down, and we step aside. A listening now with Optic Texas.
We should go left. Okay. They killed me dome. They killed me dome. They're hard clearing dome. They're hard clearing dome. They're all there. Made me taking right routes.
Optic right. I have all right. I front, guys. I front.
Il y a personne dans le bac, hein.
Well, guys, yo, he's sell spot.
I need him front. I need him front. I'm blocking, by the way. Pitch the back. They're gonna spawn on the back. 2 in the Hydra's in the back. Caesar's front. Caesar's bridge.
He's out of rocks.
I'm leaving them in the back. I'm letting them spawn there.
Bien joué.
We could go right. We could good. I'm trying to push you. I got front and back. Front and back. They're responding behind you right.
Nothing here.
You guys go. Back shit, no. He's trying to. Yeah, I got you. Okay, push him.
Waouh, là où il spawn, c'est pas possible.
I'm down to go deep water, yo. Just try and look over me. Try and look over me. We got P5. One shot. He's going out. He's pitching. I got him. You looking over me deep, right? I got hit my name here. They know I'm here. They know I'm here.
P1. I spawned out.
That's fine.
The guy old one P1. Do you know where this guy's P1? Top castle.
He's out of right.
Inside castle.
I hear that.
I need him time. One shot time. I don't see the guy old.
Yo, it's castle weak.
Yo, one guy's still
One shot castle.
Paco's going mid. Or he ran back to the dome. One guy's in castle.
Outer castle.
Top boulder. Boulder, one shot. Boulder dead. One more for P2 in time. Going front side time. Backside time.
Yeah, got me in ocean. In water. He's out of right water.
Swan out P5. Swan out P5.
Yeah, they're spawning out.
Non, mais tue-le! Oh, tu vois, vous voyez ça, petites erreurs comme ça qu'Optic fait et puis on paye toujours.
Could be. I think they're all.
Make sure you block. I have low right here.
Yo, he's in the back. Back gas.
A nice little check-in there with Optic Texas as we continue to battle hill after hill after hill. But Jay, if there's one thing I take away from the comms, it is the human radar, the rookie and ghosting, trying to give every single bit of information over to the rest of the squad, man.
The communication was on point right there from Optic Texas. The only thing they couldn't find the kill on the Kismet. That leads to New York finding at least 20 to 25 seconds. Still at that P4 hard point. Kismet is not slowing down. He does get shut down from that cruise missile, but already in towards the P5 generator on the subliners. Now it's all on to Skies. He's the only man here. Optic Texas, they're right back on in. They know exactly where he is. He's just got to find the kill.
It's a matter of just trying to lock it in. Matter of trying to find it. Big seconds right now for New York. Skies goes bye-bye, and from there, it's not going to be a 1v1 for a lot of time. Kismet takes it again.
He's just making plays, man. All these crucial one-on-one gunfights for this final 20 to 25 seconds. Kismet is coming out on top, and this should allow the subliners to take a little bit of a lead. Now going back towards the P1 hard point. Both of these squads trying to fight for that water control. Out the pistol, and now it's Optic Texas winning that rotation. They're going to be able to take the lead right on back, but they're more focused on maintaining dome side. Where is Priesta? He's been the guy that you have to focus on.
Meanwhile, here comes the string from the top. Cruise missile engaged, and Dashi will get wiped away. Big moments going on in the back. We're also battling at P1. Chaos right now ensuing here on Hydro. Shotzi wins the fight. And with that, as his teammates begin to fall, it's going to be a good position. Given where he has locked things up at, back and forth we go. As New York are just trying to figure out where Optic's hiding. Where is Shotzi at?
And Shotzi's just playing his life beautifully. He knows that his teammates are going to win those gunfights over towards P1. And now that's 3 down. You only have to focus on Hydra. But when you get all those kills, you put yourself on the better side of the map. It's going to be
ne faites pas d'erreur, laissez-les venir,
You still have Dashi applying pressure, trying to build a layer over towards P1 side. But this is going to be a photo finish. Optic in full control, have to hold on.
It comes down to this. It comes down to this situation. A New York break or an Optic. Oh, what's it going to be? Skies with one. We continue to battle back and forth. It's an open hard point for the moment as Kismet is happy to walk away with the seconds.
Bien joué les gars.
Merci,
bien joué les gars, merci. Merci les gars. Non les gars. Les gars, c'est pas possible, vous avez... Les gars, s'il vous plaît. Les gars, s'il vous plaît. Putain. Non. Mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Vous avez fait moins 3.
The one player from Texas, Shane Dolphin, dived in and just got a sliver. But it looks as if the answer to that is no. New York come away with a stunner.
Je sais pas, ils ont fait un -3, ils ont lâché la défense. Je sais pas.
And this goes Optic's way. It's guaranteed.
And I told you before the match started, every time Optic's falling in on Hydra HP, it always is a photo finish towards the very end. But it all falls into the hands of Kismet.
Score final 3-1.
Play throughout the entirety of the map. Winning such crucial one-on-one gunfights. In those final moments, he's able to find two. Flip the spawns for Optic Texas. And it has to be picture perfect from the subliners to win it at that hill.
Je sais pas, ils ont fait le -3, ils devaient gagner, je sais pas, j'ai rien compris comment le Kismet il est arrivé, il fait le -3 aussi. J'ai rien compris. Je sais pas, j'ai rien compris. OBG à New York, Optic n'est pas encore éliminé, mais bon, ils sont en loser. En loser, ils vont affronter Surge, je crois. Voilà, attends, il faudrait que je regarde ça parce que j'ai pas compris. -1. Ils ont la rotate, je sais pas, rapprochez-vous du point les gars. Ils ont fait le -2, -3, vous partez où? Mais je sais pas, y'a personne qui check le front. Non. Mais comment? Sincèrement, hein.
That's exactly what they do.
I thought right there, that could have been it. I think it was Hook who dove in for a moment.
Yeah.
I thought in that moment that may have just done it.
Je sais
But
pas,
clearly not. New York. Maybe a quarter of a second.
Bien joué New York. Donc victoire de New York.
Is headed to a
Rendez-vous demain si voilà, demain Optic joue en loser bracket pour Seattle Surge.
from Optic Texas. They
On
know
va
how
espérer qu'ils n'ont
close
pas fait
they
des
were.
erreurs pareilles et puis voilà quoi.
That is our scuff play of the game, James. We take a look at the scoreboard.
And it's 246 to 250,
merci à
man.
tous
If
ceux
you
qui ont
think about
regardé
that
live
P4
sur
hard
live.
one in the second rotation, when it came down to
Merci
Kismet
de
swimming in the water, Shotzi puts down shots, he thinks he finished the kill, so he turns to the side. But then when he goes back to Chow, Kismet wins that one-on-one. Secure about 25 seconds for New York. What a stellar series from start to finish. But the Subliners are your major 5 champions. They are a team to beat in this tournament. They're trying to be world champions now.
Oh my goodness, man. Unbelievable stuff. Unreal work here from the Subliners, and with that W top 3 guaranteed, I believe that's the highest guaranteed placement that they have had in franchise history at Champs. Incredible work here from the Subliners. That's going to do it for myself and Jay. We toss it over to Blaze, who's joined by Kismet.
Thank you so much for the beautiful cast. Las Vegas, give it up for the Major 5 champions, New York Subliners, as they get it done once again. Kismet, what a series that was. We watched the final moments here on the big screen, but let's talk about it again. A hard point, coming down to those final seconds, it was a tough map. Talk to me about what's going on through your heads and when you guys finally figured out you had enough time in that last hill to win it.
I was in hill and we were all screaming at each other. We were like, do we get the tick? Do we get the tick? And I think Caesar was like, yeah, we get it. So we were just like, screw it. We're going to hold this hill. Hope to God we get the tick. Luckily we did. It was insane.
Compose right there towards the end. Talk to me about how proud are you of this team, because with this event and even last event, you guys are always going up against the favorites, okay? Oh, yeah. The crowd, the big team, but it don't matter. You guys are the Subliners and you get it done. How so?
I mean, this is the second time we played against a really big crowd. It's fun to play against it. Obviously, we want to win. But I just love my team, bro. Like, I mean, we have so much, like, trust in each other. There's so much going on there. And I don't know, there's so much going on. I don't know how to word it, but it just feels good. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no wrong thing that we can do. We're just there for each other. So
you guys got each other's back and you can do no wrong, okay? Win together, lose together, it don't matter, but you're winning right now. And for the fans out here who are happy you're winning, they out there, they got the signs, they at home, they in the chat going wild. What do you want to tell them as you're in the winners finals going against Toronto Ultra?
I love you, and we're getting this ring.
They're getting it. They gonna get the ring, and that's gonna do it for me and Kismet here on the stage. Puckett, close us out.
Kismet is chasing his ring, and he is sure playing like it here in Las Vegas. Enormous performance at the end of game number 4 to send the Subliners to our winners bracket finals, where tomorrow they will take on Toronto Ultra. New York and Toronto, the 2 teams left unbeaten. We have Atlanta and Optic Texas in the elimination bracket, and that matchup could be coming as